Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Friday. Juma Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. Yesterday we had a swell time at the Labadi Beach Hotel, the US-Ghana business agenda, the expo that's happening. And I want to say congratulations to Simon and all the team. And they did fantastic. Jane as well. They did very, very well putting it together. Congratulations. Today, another session is ongoing. It's for free. You can just walk in there and you'll be fine. Now, yesterday, I'll talk about some of the issues that happened there, but I've seen something making the rounds. That some people are pushing for Mr. Julius Deborah to be vice presidential candidate for John Dramani Mahama. Oh, he has a statement. It says, my attention has been drawn to numerous interest groups and individuals mentioning my name as a possible running mate to President Mahama for the 2024 presidential elections. And as much as it is the desire of everyone to advance in whatever cause, please put that thing up for me. In whatever cause they find themselves, I wish to disassociate myself from the sentiments expressed in the media by these groups and individuals. Although such groups and persons might be motivated by genuine trust and belief in my personal capacities, I wish to emphasize that I have expressed no such intention anywhere. I've worked with President Mahama and continue to be a close confidant of his. I have garnered enough experience working with him to know what he makes the right calls at the right time. He is not the kind of person to be lobbied for such a position. I know his intentions currently ceased with consultations with FEC and COE to fill outstanding positions of vice chairpersons, the various directorates of the party, fundraising and helping the members of the proposed elections and IT directorates to hit the ground running. I'm grateful for the kind thought behind the sentiments expressed, but I would wish that the president Mahama is giving the peace of mind to make his choice of running mate at whatever time he deems appropriate. Honorable Julius Deborah, dated the 9th of August 2023. Can we see his picture, please? So, former chief of staff, former minister for local government, former member, not member of parliament. He aspired, but he didn't get that role. And he's been also very instrumental. If you go to the Eastern region, he has businesses there and around. Show his picture. Know me. I'm not Julius Deborah. People think he should be vice president. I don't know what you think, but those who are thinking that he should be vice president, they have a right to think so. The man says, well, leave the one who will choose to make a decision. So now, will those calling for him to be chosen as vice president, will they tone down or will they push forward? I leave it here. Now, I mentioned that yesterday we had an event at Labadi Beach Hotel. And I was going to tell you something. But before that, I want to show you what's on the front page of the Daily Graphic. The Daily Graphic says, search reveals more cash in Cecilia Dapaah's house. The Daily Guide says OSP finds 590,000 US dollars, 2.73 million Ghana cedis in Cecilia Dapaah's house, and is splashed all over. Remember when we broke the story and said more cash was found at Cecilia Dapaah's place? We were called liars. We were called a fake media house. I had friends in MPP who sent it to me. My good friend Richard Ahiagba, who is director of communications, put up a tweet. Share the tweet. It says TV3 grossly misinformed Ghanaians about the outcome of the OSP search in Madam Cecilia Dapaah's residences. Media houses who were interested in the fact double-checked with the OSP and learned that no substantial amount, listen to the English, no substantial amount was found in the search. Our collective interest in this case is to establish the sources of the money. Therefore, reports must be necessarily factual, devoid of corporate pursuits and the like. There is too much at stake, and it taxes us. So when my good friend Mr. Ahiagba tweet again and apologize, because now the Daily Guide is reporting it. The Daily Graphic is reporting it. And Mr. Ahiagba is not the only one. Mr. Domotri also asked us where we got that information from on Good Evening Ghana. But sometimes I think that people forget that all these institutions and all the offices have people who work there. And we know people, and people know people. So the OSP may say that, well, we have not officially put out a notice to say that the 5 million that is said to be in a Prudential Bank account, all the monies that are being spoken of, 48 million in a Prudential Bank account and all of that, we have not officially put that out. And so don't take it for what it is coming from us. That does not negate the fact that there indeed is. Are you suggesting to me that there isn't any money in the accounts of Madam Cecilia Dapaah? Is she a woman of straw? Are you making that suggestion really? And you see, the way we will go to the bottom of this matter, it has started with the kinds of conversations and kinds of seeming cover-ups and kind of dismissive attitude that we have put to this matter. For me, unlike the others who say, oh, Madam stole the money, Madam did it, I'm not making those claims. And I will not make them because it will be reckless and irresponsible on my part. What I've been worried about right from day one is how we have been told that the banking sector has been cleaned up and that it is safe for us to keep our monies in the banks and not at home under our beds, under lock and key. And that the Bank of Ghana tells us that money is supposed to be in circulation. And the Bank of Ghana, by its own principle, was out on the street chasing 79 abochi who were doing black market business. And they said they were the ones collapsing the city. Is the way I'm looking at this matter. The 79 abochi, what's the matter? Maybe they should be released. Because if somebody can keep $1 million at home, can keep 590,000 US dollars at home. And I told you about the presidential staffer who had 114,000 US dollars at home. Maybe the citizens should also start keeping our monies at home. And let's see what the Bank of Ghana will do about it. Because this is a very dangerous trend. When the bad guys start thinking that big men keep monies at home, they will no longer go and rob the bullion vans and shoot and kill police people. Yesterday, I was with Lois driving from Labadi Beach. We saw one of those Concos they call bullion vans, still in operation. Talk Bank of Ghana. That's why you have lost 60.8 billion. And they will not go and shoot the bullion vans. They will come to your homes directly because they know you have opened safes and bullion vans in your rooms, bullion rooms, if there's anything like that. We need to start being responsible and start showing leadership. From the presidency to the Bank of Ghana to all those places, we need to start showing leadership. And as Mr. Eugene Entry said, he said, look, this will be part of the legacy of the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo-led administration. It tells you one thing. Put that tweet from Mr. Gabriel Sarah Ochidako in 2014, 22nd July, 2014. He says, I think the next occupation must take place at the Bank of Ghana, specifically to petition the governor to depreciate himself entirely from the scene. Occupy BOG, occupy Central Bank, sack Wampa. What was Wampa's crime? How much did Wampa lose in one fiscal year? What did Wampa supervise? And what is Dr. Addison supervising? Is Mr. Ochidako able to marshal people to occupy, or is too busy perhaps? He put this up. I think the next occupation must take place at the Bank of Ghana, specifically to petition the governor to depreciate himself entirely from the scene. Occupy Bank of Ghana, occupy Central Bank, sack Wampa. Should we repeat this and put occupy Bank of Ghana, occupy Central Bank, and sack Addison? Maybe you just retweet it. Retweet it and tag Mr. Ochedaku. He still has his Facebook and Twitter handles. Tweet it and tag him and ask him. Now, on the front page of the Finder newspaper, I read this. And it says, why vilify Bank of Ghana for saving the economy and slowing down rising cost of living? And I laughed. Who is vilifying the Bank of Ghana? Who slowed down the cost of living? Yesterday, I met 5 people who told me that they hadn't sold anything since morning. 2 of them I gave money to. 5 people. And I'll tell you what I saw at Labadi Beach yesterday. Yesterday at Labadi Beach, while we were busy having the first session, there was a panel conversation. First Vice President of Cosmos, former All-Star Insurance boss, creme de la creme, who were sharing some good ideas. There were people who were in the foyer, dressed up nicely. They stood by the food and ate the food until the first session finished. The first session, Mr. K.T. Hammond was there. Trade Minister, the American ambassador was there. High top profile dignitaries with good speeches. And I will play some of them for you later on the show. 3FM 92.7. Make time to tune in. The young people were standing by the food. Some old people as well, standing by the food. It tells you a story that all is not well. That somebody comes to a conference and they are not interested in what is being discussed at the conference. They are interested in the free food that is at the foyer. Your inflation is 43.1%. What that means is that if you have 100 cedis today, 43 cedis, 10 pesos is gone right from the get-go. So who is talking about slowing down the rising cost of living when the IMF is busy telling you to work on your inflation? Stop singing praises. The days of pampering are over. We won't sing praises for you. And when Martin Pebu says that there are crooks in leadership, then we are angry. Then we are angry. It's a very sad situation. Yesterday, I had a conversation with 2 other young people. And I asked that we shared ideas and we said, look, I've been talking about a kumfi juice for a long time. I started drinking it when it was eku juice. Right? I started drinking that. A kumfi eku juice. I started drinking that. In fact, it was at the MPP conference that was held at Trade Fair where I was giving a pack or so. So I developed a taste for it. I loved it. I even tweeted about it. Where is eku juice? Is it a regular feature on your dining table, in your child's bag to school, a snack? Is it in your favorite supermarket, your corner shop? So the questions about, and we always make that noise about agric. We're talking about cocoa production, which is a good thing. Oh, we produce more cocoa. We are a leading producer of cocoa, whatever it is. We talk about it. On a daily basis, do you eat chocolate? But on a daily basis, the children will take eku juice to school. So if you produce more eku juice, you will have some more ready cash because you have added value to the pineapple, to the other fruits that will be manufactured. This is a common sense and raw idea I'm giving. But we will pick the cocoa beans as raw as it is and export it. And it will be bought for cheap, and then value will be added onto it and brought to us, and we will spend dollars that perhaps some people have kept in their rooms. We will go and borrow dollars in the name of syndicated loan, whatever it is, to go and bring it back. When we know that we are the very people using galamsey to destroy the cocoa farms. So that if we did eco juice here and added value to the pineapple, we would not need to bring in fruit juices from outside because we would have satisfied the local demand and would have made some more money. How difficult is that one? So the ease of doing business in Ghana, the question is, are we really ready? People are moving out. Your young people, they are moving out of the country. They are running away from you. We preached change in 2008. We preached change in 2012. We preached change in 2016. Today we have a new set of people who are part of those who preach change to us. Preaching change again. What are you changing from? Did the change come or did the change not come? Are you changing your own change? Are you changing your own change? Because you preaching that whoever was running the show did not know what it was about. So we had to change the person to bring you in, to bring change. With the benefit of power for about 7 years, you are now preaching change and a new vision. Boss, who are you? Who are you? Sit and ask yourself, really, who are you? Play the video from race course here in Accra. Play for me.
Na sisi ana omo ma me yakwa no mbe ne de so no na akoto ni nua na odi abegusu ono na akoto ni nua na odi abegusu na nipa tumi fa so we nyina wo ka yesi eyi sempe ni gan
So that is Accra. It's not some village. It's Accra, in the heart of Accra. It's a place called Race Course. I'm told this leads into the market. It used to be a road that drivers drove on or through into the market. The rains came, the road caved in. Show the video. I'll speak over it. The rains came and the road caved in. So there was no thoroughfare. And somebody had to go and buy Wawa boards and 2x2 planks to be able to construct that makeshift bridge. Please show the bridge. And each time you cross, he takes 50 pesos from you. He's trying to solve a problem, but he's also profiteering of the irresponsibility of the system. There's a local assembly there, no? There's an MCE there, no? There's a member of parliament there, no? There are chiefs and elders there, no? There are opinion leaders there, no? There are big men and women who live around there, no? But these are the ordinary people. These people are the ones who will queue in the sun to vote. These are the ordinary people we say we want to better their lives and bring change to them. A common thing like road. The woman said in the video that we say we have done year of roads, another year of roads, second year of roads, whatever it is. They say, a quite kitty ways we want to mean. She asked that question. The electorates are becoming smarter and smarter. And yesterday, I'll wrap up on this one. Somebody asked me that if Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana's first president, Osajifo, with all the power that he had, with all the influence that he had, with all the goodwill and love that he had, if he did half of the things that are being done today, his children, Samia, Sekou, Dr. Francis, and the rest, they would have been billionaires today. If Dr. Kwame Nkrumah had done half the things that are being done to us today, Samia, Sekou, all their siblings, they will be filthy rich. There are people who served in Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's cabinet. What did they have? What did they take? Today, people are grade 3 presidential staffers. What they have and what they can let off, you have no idea. And then you tell me that we are in this together, we are burden sharing. I beg you and who? Good morning.